good morning, my people. You are listening to King's Predict. Okay, let's dive into what we have today. Super 10 Swedish League, Usikten versus Vasteras, as you can see on the screen. What do you think about this particular game? All right, we're going to let's go down and look at the head-to-head. The head-to-head, Usikten has won 2 times, Vasteras won 3 times, and in their last 5 games, as you can see it here, they have played over 1.5 in 4 out of the 5. So what do you think? I think there's a possibility that there will be an over 1.5 goal in this particular game. And let's look at the position on the table. Vasaras is still 7 points. Settled 7th position with 7 points. Usikten 13th position with 3 points. Vasaras has scored 4 goals and then considered 3. Usikten has scored 6, considered 7, which means they score more and concede more. All right. Usikten has played in their 4 games played this season. All of them have been over 1.5. Then Vasaras has played over 1.5 in 3 out of the 4 games. Well, I'm still going with over 1.5 in this particular game. Okay, even though I know that having played 4 matches is not enough to give a justification for any prediction, but from their head to head, I think over 1.5 would be a good shot at this one. All right, in this channel, what I do is this, I will always try and pick out some few games that are from analysis that are good, and then I'll bring it to the screen so that all of us will look at it together, and you tell me what is your own take on this particular game. Or do you accept my own prediction? After explaining everything and after taking you deep down the line, do you think another prediction will be okay? All right, in this Usikten versus Vasaras, what is your own prediction? Having seen what I said, or having seen what I've shown you, what do you think will be the possible outcome of this particular game? What do you think? Go down in the comment section. Please make sure you comment, and please, if this is your first time, make sure you like this video. The only good thing you do for me is to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Share this video with your friends. So many of us are playing bet. Please make it to reach others, okay? Liking the video will make YouTube to circulate it to more audience, and then you subscribing will give you the edge that whenever I post a new video, you'll be notified by YouTube. All right, our next game is coming from the Croatia HNL. Instra 1961 versus Slaven Belupo. Okay, then head-to-head, Israel has won 8 times, they draw 8 times, and then Slaven have won only but just 4 times. And in their last 5 games, they have played over 1.5 out of the 5 games they've played. But that is not even the major point here. I'm not looking at the over aspect of this game. Okay, let's look at the table. Let's look at the table. Both of them are seated 5th and 6th position in the table with 44 and 41 points respectively. And then they want to enter top 4. The fight for the top 4 is still on in this particular league. So I think this is not going to be an easy take. Plus, the first time their first meeting in this season has been they played 0-0. So this particular one, I'm still thinking there will be no much goals, considering the fact that they both want to enter the top 4. Even if there will be much goals, none of the team is going to give the other the opportunity to score more, like to score more than them. So like it will be a fight. So I go for anything to score 3 or more goals in a row. No. Okay, now, so the next game we are going to look at Cyprus, first division, and we are looking at Kamitosa versus Omonia 29th. Okay, head to head here says the last 2 meetings, Omonia lost 2-1 to Kamitosa. Then the game before then, Kamitosa at home drew 1-1 with Omonia. Well, the bookies have, they give 1.12 odd to the home team to win this game, but I'm not seeing it like that, to be honest. I'm not saying they are wrong, but from my own point of view. And then looking at the table here, I know Omonia are seated. They are seated in the 4th position, 14th, with 14 points. Kamitosa also is seated in the 11th position with 28 points. Kamitosa scored 27 and considered 56. Omonia scored 22 and considered 58. There might be a reason why they are picking a straight win. It's not like it's not possible, but I would rather go for Omonia handicap 3 goals. Yes, that is handicap 0-3 away. That is, I am more comfortable with that. Kamitosa may win, or they can win, but it's not with too much goals. So I'm going with Omonia 3 goals handicap. All right, that's it for this one. And then let's look at the next game. Denmark Superliga. We are seeing Aalborg versus Vejle. Aalborg versus Vejle. The last 3 meetings they have played 1-1, 3-3, 2-2. It has been goal, and it has been over 1.5 in the last 3 meetings. Okay, then let's go over to the table and see how they are seated. Aalborg is seated 3rd position, Vejle 12th. Aalborg has 23 points, Vejle has 18 points, sorry. Aalborg has 28 goals in their name, and they have considered a whole 55. Vejle scored 30 and considered 60 goals. So these 2 teams, apart from the point, anyway, even they are almost the same thing. They are almost the same thing. And what I'm giving them here is both teams to score. Yes. They are seated 10th and 12th position, fighting relegation. Like, they are fighting so hard to come out of relegation or not to go into relegation. So I think this will be the last game they played 1-1, which was the same in this same month, 6th of April. So that was the first leg. And this particular one now, they should also fight. It should be a fight because nobody wants to to drop into the relegation zone. So they will fight. And I believe both teams will still score. Or simply say over 1.5. Okay, but that's my 2 pick on this particular game. All right, then the next one is coming from the England Championship. All right, England Championship, and we're looking at Leeds versus Bristol City. Bristol City have only won Leeds 1 time in their whole 19 meetings. Leeds has won 15 times and they have had 3 draws. But the last game, let's look at the last game. They only played 0-0. Leeds playing at home. The last 2 games, that were let's say the last 3 games, Leeds won 1-0 at home and away, and at home they won 2-1. Well, Leeds are in a better position to win this game, no doubt. But Leeds, on the other hand, are already, like, they have already gotten promotion into the Premier League. They have gotten promotion into the Premier League, and that is more reason why this particular game, they won't take it any serious. Bristol City, on the other hand, they are trying. They might still try. They want to either retain that position or to go up. Well, I see it like this particular game, no team is going to score 3 or more goals in a row. That's my pick. No team is going to score. In fact, this particular game is going to be like, it's just they're just going to play it for fun. Yeah, they are going to play it for fun. And so we look at the next game, which is Italy Serie A. I think this will be our star match of the day. Yep, Udinese Bologna. What do you think will be the outcome of this game? Comment below, and I promise you, if you get the scoreline right, I am going to give you a shout out in our next video. It's a promise. I'm going to give you a shout out, call your name out, bring out everything about you, and then I'll give you a shout out if you don't mind. Just drop your comment below. Okay? Just do it now. Drop your comment below as you like the video, as you subscribe. Drop your comment below on this particular Udinese Bologna match. What do you think will be the outcome of this game? All right, so we look at the head-to-head. Udinese have won 8 times. They have 7 draws, and Bologna has won 5 times. The last game was 1-1 draw. Bologna playing at home. A game before that one was 1-1 draw. Bologna playing at home. And Udinese playing at home was 3-0. That was the 3rd game they've played in a row. Out of the 5 games they've played, the last 5 head-to-head, they have played over 1.5. And that is why I see like over 1.5 is a possibility in this particular game. All right, coming to the table, Bologna sits 4th. Udinese sits 11th. But there's one interesting thing about this particular game. Bologna is seated 4th, and they want to retain this particular 4th position, or equally, in fact, they want to stay in the Champions League against next season. So they will really have to fight. Okay, they will equally have to fight. Of 1.5 goals is okay in the match, and Bologna win or draw is also a possibility. Bologna win or draw is also another possibility. Okay, so let's see like that. Over 1.5 or away to win or draw. Okay, that's it. And then let's look at the next game, which is coming from Romania Superliga, Dynamo Bucharest versus CFR Cluj. And then we're looking at the last 5 games have been over 1.5. And I'm going straight to pick this game over 1.5 without looking much further. Okay, look at the 5 games they've played this season. It has been over 1.5. They've played over 1.5 4 times out of 5. The same with the Cluj game, 1.5 out of 5. And them meeting themselves the last 5 times they've played over 1. So if they don't play over 1 in this game, then I don't know what else they would play, honestly speaking. So that's it for me of 1.5. And then the last but not the least game, we're talking about Slovenia Prva. Okay, Bravo versus Mura, as you can see on the screen. Yeah, there too, they have their last 5 games, they have played 1.5 goals in the last 5 games. Well, I think that's it. That's it. Bravo is sitting 5th on the table. Mora 7th. It's a tight one too. It's a tight one. Mora wouldn't want to go down into the relegation zone, and they will have to fight. Well. As the case may be, I'm giving Bravo over 0.5. That means Bravo should get at least 1 goal in this particular game, or let's just say over 1.5. It's either you pick Bravo over 0, or in the game you say over 1.5. That is depending on the odd. All right, that's it for today, and please make sure you join us tomorrow. And before I forget, if you go down to the comment section, you will see a link which contains my Telegram channel. It is 100% free to join. And this screenshot you're seeing here are the winnings from yesterday's games. I can't post everything here. Okay, I drop these ones here, just I bring as much game as I can here, and then I will just break them down for you to pick. Just make your pick. Edit. I'm not dropping code because I didn't say you should go and stake all. Edit and pick the ones you want. But if you want the ones that I would, pick by myself and drop the code for you, then join my Telegram channel. It is 100% free. 100% free. Okay, you can do it now, you can do it later, but make sure you're joining. All right, join so that you can benefit from our numerous winning tickets every day. This is not bragging, but join and then you'll see it for yourself. All right, then, see it. Please make sure you share, subscribe, and like. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.